Hello, fabulous Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of August 2014 Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. Well, as I spoke about in the general horoscope for your sign, what is occurring this month, which really I think is of prime importance, really I think is going to take the focus this month and really be one of those moments that stands out for you. Once we get you to the end of the year and you reflect back on this year, it is going to be mid-August that stands out to you as when a major turning point occurred for you, a major change occurred for you. And this is reflected in many areas of life. However, especially I do think the area of love is going to be, especially because so close to the heart, is going to be reflected. There are going to be changes. There is going to be a shift in understanding. And there is going to be a choice that is made, especially on your behalf, as you understand where you are now and all that's led you here and where it is that you most desire to go next. As you understand what has served its purpose and as you understand ultimately what it is that you're moving towards as well. There's a full moon taking place in your sign, and you pretty much only get one full moon in your sign each year, and this is it for you. It is a moment of culmination, of fruition. It's a moment of deep self-honesty, and it's a moment of acknowledging who you are today and who you no longer are. Because it's the moon, and the moon speaks most profoundly to emotion, this tends to play out, full moons tend to play out in the context of love quite regularly, but this becomes especially true for you given this full moon. The reason is because this full moon is standing across the sky from Mercury, which is in your opposite sign. And as you may know, because I've been talking about it quite a bit, you have a buildup of energy taking place in your opposite sign. And really this month kicks it off with Mercury. Very soon as we start the month, Mercury enters this part of the sky. Last month, mid-month, we had Jupiter enter this part of the sky, and Jupiter will be there all year. But what we're going to have now is this month, Mercury will enter this part of the sky, meet Jupiter, emphasizing that energy. The sun is already in that part of the sky as you start this month. And then mid-month, Venus will enter that part of the sky and meet Jupiter as well, emphasizing that energy. And so really a lot of your focus and attention and blessings as well is going to come from other people. You are going to be attractive this month, without a doubt. You're going to be making connections with people. You'll be talking with people, whether it's online, whether it's connecting through others, whether it's meeting others, just as you go about your business. Chances are you're going to be having dates. You'll be having one-on-one interactions where it comes to love and in the context of love. It's very rare to have this much energy taking place in the opposite sign and not have it reflected in love, not have love lessons come up for you as well. And this is all thanks in part also to the new moon. I talked about it last month as well. You had a new moon take place late in July, and you're carrying that energy into this month with you. And that's really great because that will allow you to believe in love, to be open to love, to understand that you can begin in love again. And as you kick off this really wonderful year where it is so much about healing the past, letting go of what didn't work, being more available to love, opening your heart, welcoming in somebody who very likely could be somebody who will really walk with you for quite a distance. This month, really, that energy is so magnified. It's like the universe wants you to welcome this energy in with a bang. That new moon late last month set it off, and now you're carrying that energy as we enter this month, as we go forward into this month. And so then we have this full moon taking place, depending on where you are on the planet, around the 10th or so of this month. We have this full moon taking place, and the attention comes back on you. The attention comes to you. However, it is triggered by your interaction, your conversation with another person. Now, this could be a person with whom you've had a partnership with in the past, or you consider yourself in a partnership with. You might have thought that this person could be a partner as well. But it does look like this person is important to you, and you're looking at them in the context of love. There's an attraction there for you. And chances are, as a result of this interaction, you come to understand just what it is that you actually want, what you want in your heart of hearts, and what kind of love actually reflects who you really are. And so we have this full moon taking place in your sign, representing an important turning point for you. And this full moon is speaking with your ancient ruling planet Saturn, but also your modern ruling planet Uranus. Speaking with Saturn in a conversation of tension, but also motivation, and looking at things for what they actually are, looking at the truth of the situation. And then what we also have happening is Uranus speaking to this full moon in harmony, what astrologers call a sextile conversation. And this conversation is about the universe showing you what you need to do, pointing the way, handing you the keys, giving you the inspiration, giving you the idea of what it is so that you can feel lighter and freer, more you, more as if you are honoring something honest and authentic within you by making the change you need to make. Now, some of you, that may be a change in attitude, while others, it'll be a change in actual circumstance. So those of you in an established bond, I mean, this really tends to represent a turning point, whether it's an established bond or whether it's somebody in your sphere. If there's somebody already there, this is either you moving towards them or you saying, okay, you are no longer a part of my path. But the one great thing about this is it does involve honesty, and it does involve an understanding of who you are and also what you're going for in the bigger picture of your life. If this person fits that, it does look like the likelihood of you needing to have some sort of, not just a heart-to-heart, but really an honest exchange with this person, an honest evaluation of who you are with, and if they actually fit the big picture of your life, that is happening for you. If they fit, then you will be willing to change what needs to be changed within you. You will be willing to have that conversation, and the two of you will be able to move forward as a result. If this person, and especially if this is just somebody in your sphere, not someone you're in a committed bond with, if this is somebody in your sphere and you realize that, wow, what I really want in life is a partner who fits this image or actually works with who I am becoming or who I have earned myself to be today, and this person doesn't fit that, then you will be willing to release and let go. And that's actually a really good thing. You will be willing to make the change you need to make so that you can then move yourself in a direction that is going to be not just about empowerment, but really is about living something more honest and more true within you. And it really, I do think that this honesty that takes place happens because of something they say. They say something to you and it triggers something in your mind and it makes you realize, oh, wow, okay, I have been telling myself that it could be this or it could be that, but this is what it actually is. And it's you saying, okay, wow, this is where I'm actually going, but you are going in a whole other direction. And that's okay. It's absolutely okay. But there is a certain bravery and a certain self-love that comes when you recognize who it is that is meant to continue with you and who it is that is not. And it doesn't mean that anybody is bad or not right or it's not fair. None of that. What it means is that you know yourself and have enough self-knowledge about who you are to understand who it is that you need to be with. And if you don't have that as the month starts, this full moon will help you really take leaps in that direction. Those of you who don't have anybody in your sphere, really, I think, especially considering there was a new moon, as I said earlier, there was a new moon in your opposite sign late last month. Really, because some of the most important turning points right about now are going to happen in the context of emotion, in the context of understanding what you really need to feel cared for, to feel loved, in the context of relating to another person, understanding what love means to you and whatever barriers you've built towards it. And maybe not just about barriers, but also what needs to happen within you to be more open to love as well. all of that is such a heightened lesson right about now that I can't imagine there wouldn't be at least one object of affection who is helping you to understand these lessons about yourself. But ultimately, this is a full moon in your sign. The lesson comes back to you. Yes, there's lots of activity in your opposite sign, and I think that's going to help a lot, especially if you're single or you have somebody in your sphere, because if you want to let somebody go, there'll be other options. There'll be belief, there'll be hope, there'll be blessings. And so that in itself will allow you an increased amount of bravery, certainly. However, ultimately, it comes to you. It comes to who you really are, what you really need, and what it is that you expect from the other person. What level of respect you expect from the other person as well. Where it is that you feel you have it, you will be willing to make whatever changes you need to solidify it. And where it is clear that you don't have it, you will be willing to change the situation and leave the situation, but also make the changes within yourself to move yourself towards it. One thing is sure, though, the universe is intent on moving you towards greater love and greater wisdom as well. And the turning point you experience now certainly moves you powerfully in that direction. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.